What's going on, guys? So today funny story. Wife was driving this car. It's a 2002 Honda Accord that we've had forever. It's got 270,000 miles or something stupid on it. And she was driving it. Man, it's making a popping noise. I don't know why. It's like, okay, no problem. So I took the one tire off, and if you look right here, the axle is the boot's all torn, and it's got play, and I'm thinking that's the noise. But then I look down over here, and yeah, it's completely rusted through. So there's nothing left. So today we get the fun task of replacing it with a used set that we got off of eBay, actually. It's been cleaned up and painted, and it's a lot better shape than that one. So we're gonna probably set you on time lapse. There's a bunch of stuff we gotta do, like for example, in order to drop it, the steering rack is actually bolted in the inside of it. So we have to remove the steering rack from the steering wheel on the inside, so when we drop it, it comes off. We've already got the exhaust unhooked, and then basically then it's pretty much just unbolting a bunch of crap and taking it down. So we'll put you over in the corner so you can see what we're doing, and so yeah, guess we'll get started.
Show you some.
Yeah, that's a high quality rust belt right there. Living in Ohio is nothing like it. It's pretty much all the way through too. Which I didn't know if I was just gonna be, because this is like a two-parter. There's a section that goes right here that's like here and here, and it goes over to this point right here, and then there's a front member that actually wraps around the front. And yeah, here's the new one we got off eBay. It's actually a used one out of Georgia, and so it's in a lot better shape. But this is the underside of it, so it's upside down. But basically, there's a two-part. This gets bolted onto the other end of this, and that's the front part. So, and these are in a lot better shape than the one that was in there. Well, it's still.
So we're having problems getting this. I mean, as you can see, this bushing come out.
But if you look at it,
if you look at this one, we need a light. If you look at it, we're trying to look. There's no threads on there, so we're putting threads on. So you're watching us over here struggle. So what we're doing is heating up the nut to expand to help it get along.
wow, cranking on it.
I mean, watch.
But we don't want to burn the rubber bushing behind it.
Yeah. So now we're getting way farther than trying to create our own threads. We're just. Do we have to reuse this nut on the other side?
We'll have to reuse this nut on the other one, yeah.
I wonder if he has a thread kit. So that's that rubber burning.
I know, it's drying out.
So now we can sit here and crank away. And as you can see, we oh, you can, let's get that light. You can see where we were struggling there for a minute.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you guys can really tell. Right against, I'm not gonna touch it, it's hot, but right against that washer, there's a spot where we were just hung up on.
Hit that with a brush, probably.
So, and we got to reuse this because we're just replacing the cradles. All right.
One side down, one to go. All right, catch you up. GoPro died, so we just kind of kept working. So what we ended up doing, there's probably gonna be wind noise, got the fans going, so sorry. But we got everything on the cradle switched over. Basically we had to do the rack, the bolt, the mounts, and then we actually had a bad axle. So we ended up getting the new axle put in, but we left the nuts off so we can have enough room to pull this out to put this back in the cradle, or the subframe, whatever you want to call it, same thing. So now we get the fun part of manhandling it back up in there and getting it folded back up. And we got to feed lines like our power steering line. That one goes to the front, that one hangs underneath, but the other one, that one right there, actually we had to take off the pump. So it actually has to feed up through over top of the motor onto the pump. So, and then we also have to feed that back in the hole, the steering linkage, and actually get it lined up on the steering rack as we bolt it up. So that's not gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna have to climb up, wiggle it in, get it lined up, and then have you bolt it up while I try to line it up. And I'll be like on my head, upside down, having a blast. So, yeah. I mean, there's a few things, like we should have replaced that motor mount, but there's nothing wrong with it besides it's blown out. Factory, man, it's good. It'll do. So, yeah. Another day in paradise. It's only taken us way too long. We're still on day one. How much that thing weigh?
Like 70 pounds.
All right, let's get you set up.